I'm Andy Street, Mayor of the West Midlands.
Okay, so you launched this commission. It's been 9 months in the making. Why did you do this? There's so many priorities for Mayor of the West Midlands, and this is one of them for you.
Yes, it is a big priority. So of course we've got all the sort of practical project stuff around skills, jobs and transport, but this is sort of an underlying thing. It says, why is it that leaders across the West Midlands don't represent all of the community that we serve? So whether it be about gender balance, whether it be about ethnicity, whether it be white working class boys moving through, or of course the disabled and those from the LGBT community. How do we make sure they've all got an opportunity to thrive?
And the answer, after 9 months' work, you had a number of commissioners appointed to investigate this. What are the barriers, do you believe?
So the commissioners have done a great job. They've come up with a number of clear recommendations. A lot of it's about role modelling, some of it's about particular leadership development, building confidence in some of those communities, and particularly it's also about making sure that where we can, we actually showcase diverse leadership talent, because that actually encourages people to think, I can be like them as well.
So what are the recommendations? How do you think change can be effected? And it needs to be done relatively quickly, doesn't it? We are a bit behind the times in this region.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're behind any other region. I think if you look, we're actually we're quite progressive to even get to this point of asking this question in a way. And actually we've got some brilliant leaders already from diverse communities, so don't give us too hard a time. But I think let's take my own background from politics. So is the Conservative Party bringing forward a whole diverse set of candidates? The answer is we are going to. And so you have to actually intervene in the process to make sure that happens. Are businesses making sure that their promotion structures are all sort of blind to any sort of subconscious? So organisations can change how they do things to give more opportunities.
What about local government, yourself included? I mean, you've got yourself and all the leaders of all the local government district councils I can think of. Pretty much all of them are right.
Yes, that is true, and that I hope will not be the case forever. Of course, I can't change who's there right now, nor indeed myself. But what we can do is, as I've said, make sure candidates are coming forward to show greater diversity. We can also make sure that in the executive of local government, we've got a balanced leadership team, and that's what we've done between men and women.
How do we make sure of this, though, Mr. Mayor? I mean, is it positive discrimination?
No, it's not positive discrimination. This is all about giving equal opportunities, and actually the system often subconsciously discriminates against people just by sort of cultural norms. You could call it the old boys club sometimes. That's what the report refers to. I don't think that exists very much in the West Midlands now, but you do away with those stereotypes and say new role models can encourage.
Just a word on the white working class boys aspect as well. That some people might find it a little surprising that they are as disadvantaged as some other minorities.
Well, if you look at educational achievement across the West Midlands at the moment, it's often those white working class boys who do least well, actually. And so there is really a question about aspiration there. So definitely that's a group that's been called out in this report, and I think it's very right that that's identified as well.
Okay, massive topic. We spent about 3.5 minutes on it. Is there anything you would like to say before we turn the camera off? Anything you want to add?
I just want to add my thanks to the commissioners and of course the universities who've done this rigorously, and what I am now personally determined that we do is act on the recommendations. I'm going to put my neck on the block to try to do it, and I know leaders from all sorts of institutions across the West Midlands will do exactly the same.